Welcome to Kotler and Keller's Marketing Management Series, Chapter 5, Creating Long-Term Loyalty Relationships. Let's get started. Learning objectives. What are customer value, satisfaction, and loyalty, and how can companies deliver them? What is the lifetime value of customers, and how can marketers maximize it? How can companies attract and retain the right customers and cultivate strong customer relationships and communities? How do customers' new capabilities affect the way companies conduct their marketing? Managers who believe the customer is the company's only true profit center consider the traditional organizational chart in Figure 5.1. A pyramid with the president at the top, management in the middle, and frontline people and customers at the bottom. Obsolete. Successful marketing companies invert the chart to look like Figure 5.1b. At the top are customers. Next in importance are frontline people who meet, serve, and satisfy them. Under them are the middle managers whose job is to support the frontline people so they can serve customers well. And at the base is top management, whose job is to hire and support good middle managers. Building customer value, satisfaction, and loyalty. This is known as Customer Perceived Value, or CPV. It's the difference between the prospective customer's evaluation of all the benefits and costs of an offering and the perceived alternatives. Total customer benefit versus total customer cost. How do customers ultimately make choices? They tend to be value maximizers within the bounds of search costs and limited knowledge, mobility, and income. Customers choose, for whatever reason, the offer they believe will deliver the highest value and act on it. Figure 5.2. Customer value analysis. Identify the major attributes and benefits that customers value. Assess the quantitative importance of the different attributes and benefits. Assess the company's and competitors' performances on the different customer values against their rated importance. Examine how customers in a specific segment rate the company's performance against a specific major competitor on an individual attribute or benefit basis. And number 5, monitor customer values over time. Some marketers might argue the process we have described is too rational. Buyers operate under various constraints and occasionally make choices that give more weight to their personal benefit than to the company's benefit. Consumers have varying degrees of loyalty to specific brands, stores, and companies. Loyalty has been defined as a deeply held commitment to rebuy or repatronize a preferred product or service in the future, despite situational influences and marketing efforts having the potential to cause a switching behavior. Total customer satisfaction. That's defined as a person's feelings of pleasure or disappointment that result from comparing a product or service's perceived performance or outcome to expectations. Wise firms measure customer satisfaction regularly because it is one key to customer retention. A highly satisfied customer generally stays loyal longer, buys more as the company introduces new and upgraded products, talks favorably to others about the company and its products, pays less attention to competing brands, and is less sensitive to price, offers product or service ideas to the company, and costs less to serve than new customers because transactions become so routine. This is clearly a customer-centered definition. We can say the seller has delivered quality whenever its product or service meets or exceeds the customer's expectations. Product and service quality customer satisfaction, and company profitability are intimately connected. Higher levels of quality result in higher levels of customer satisfaction, which support higher prices and often lower costs. Studies have shown a high correlation between relative product quality and company profitability. A profitable customer is a person, household, or company that over time yields a revenue stream exceeding by an acceptable amount the company's cost stream for attracting, selling, and serving that customer. ABC Accounting tries to identify the real costs associated with serving each customer, the costs of products and services based on the resources they consume. Customers are arrayed along the columns and products along the rows. Each cell contains a symbol representing the profitability of selling that product to that customer. Customer 1 is very profitable. He buys 2 profit-making products, known here as P1 and P2. Customer 2 yields mixed profitability. She buys 1 profitable product, P1, and 1 unprofitable product, P3. Customer 3 is a losing customer because he buys 1 profitable product, P1, and 2 unprofitable products, P3 and P4. Customer lifetime value, or CLV, describes the net present value of the stream of future products expected over the customer's lifetime purchases. The company must subtract from its expected revenues the expected costs of attracting, selling, and servicing the account of that customer, applying the appropriate discount rate, say between 10 and 20%, depending on cost of capital and risk attitudes. Gupta and Lehman illustrate their approach by calculating the CLV of 100 customers over a 10-year period. See Table 5.3. In this example, the firm acquires 100 customers with an acquisition cost per customer of $40. Table 5.4 shows the margin multiple for various combinations of R and I in a simple way to estimate CLV of a customer. When retention rate is 80% and discount rate is 12%, the margin multiple is about 2.5. Therefore, the future CLV of an existing customer in this scenario is simply his or her annual margin multiplied by 2.5. It is not enough to attract new customers. The company must also keep them and increase their business. Too many companies suffer from high customer churn or defection. Adding customers here is like adding water to a leaking bucket. Figure 5.4 shows the main steps in attracting and retaining customers imagined in terms of a funnel, and some sample questions to measure customer progress through the funnel. The marketing funnel identifies the percentage of the potential target market at each stage in the decision process, from merely aware to highly loyal. Consumers must move through each stage before becoming loyal customers. Some marketers extend the funnel to include loyal customers who are brand advocates or even partners with the firm. A key driver of shareholder value is the aggregate value of the customer base. Winning companies improve that value by excelling at strategies like the ones listed on this slide. These marketing activities improve loyalty and retention, interact closely with customers, develop loyalty programs, and create institutional ties. Three characteristics identify brand communities. 1. A consciousness of kind or a sense of felt connection to the brand, company, product, or other community members. Number 2. Shared rituals, stories, and traditions that help convey the meaning of the community. And number 3. A shared moral responsibility or duty to both the community as a whole and individual community members. To better understand how brand communities work, one comprehensive study examined communities around brands as diverse as Strivectin Cosmeceutical, BMW Mini Auto, Jones Soda, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers Rock and Roll Band, and Garmin GPS devices. Using multiple research methods such as ethnographic research with online forums, participant naturalistic observation of community activities, and in-depth interviews with community members, the researchers found 12 value creation practices taking place. They divided them into 4 categories: social networking, community engagement, impression management, and brand use, summarized in Table 5.5. CRM is important because a major driver of company profitability is the aggregate value of the company's customer base. A related concept, customer value management or CVM, describes the company's optimization of the value of its customer base. CVM focus on the analysis of individual data on prospects and customers to develop marketing strategies to acquire and retain customers and drive customer behavior. CRM includes personalization, permission marketing, customer empowerment, customer reviews and recommendations, and customer complaints. Hey, thanks for watching. Please check out the other videos in this marketing management series. Thanks again.